Hi, Mrs. Pekin here. I'm at home right now, just like you might be, and it's time to do some art. So I thought I'd bring to you Art at Home with Mrs. Pekin. So here we go. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about Picasso. Picasso is an artist that wanted to try to show you the front and the profile of a person's face at the same time. If you look at the Bitmoji Classroom, there's some examples of Picasso's work, and there's a little bit of information about him to tell you a little bit about why he was so unique. I thought we'd do a little take on that and make some Picasso pets this week. So you're going to need a few things to get started. You're going to need something to draw with. A pencil works great for me. I have some colored pencils and some markers this week. You also need a piece of paper, any kind of blank paper you have around. And then this Picasso Parts is on my page. So if you just look at that LMS page on Student View, you'll be able to find this, and that'll give you some ideas. If you have other ideas for different parts for your pet, that's okay, you can use those as well. So get ready, and we're going to make some art. We're going to start by drawing an eye. Pick one from the paper. Then we're going to turn that paper and draw one that is larger or smaller than your first eye. Then we're going to simply turn that paper again clockwise. And we're going to add a nose or a snout. Pick one from the paper or design your own. Now I know this pet's looking a little bit strange, but don't worry. Remember, this is based on Picasso. I'm going to turn that paper again and add some sort of paw. We're going to be turning that one more time and adding a tail. Now we have to look at our picture and decide which way it should go. We're going to connect all of our different parts together now. So I'm just going to draw some simple lines to connect this all together to make it one pet. Then I'm going to look at it, decide which way it makes sense to me. I'm going to go ahead and outline that with black marker before I start adding color. So to me it made sense like this. Kind of reminds me maybe of a guinea pig. Now my son said it reminded me of a fish. Not sure I saw that, but you have to decide. You're the artist, so you have to decide which way it makes sense to you and what you think it looks like. Go ahead and name your pet if you want to. When I've got it all outlined, then I want to add some bright colors. Picasso liked to use really bright, vibrant colors in his portraits. Today I've decided to go ahead and use markers, but you could certainly use crayons or colored pencils. So I'm just going to add those bright colors. And don't worry if you look at your pet and it looks a little bit silly or a little bit strange. That's part of what we're trying to do today. It's just to have a little fun and try to create something that looks a little bit like something Picasso might create. Use your favorite colors, fill in those spaces. I decided that I'm going to leave one space white, the one that I determined would be the eye of my pet. So just go all the way around, use whatever colors you'd like. Maybe try more than one pet. So if you weren't real happy with your first one, maybe go ahead and give it a try again. Or if you had a lot of fun and want to make a second one, go for it. I'm going to go ahead and thank my son for helping me a little bit with that video work. That way maybe the video was just a little bit more interesting than last week's. So hope you have fun creating, and see you in art this week or next week. Take care. Forgot one last thing. Make sure and sign your masterpiece. Happy creating.